Good evening, Kenton community. My name is Sabatino Samato. I'm your superintendent, and this is your weekly connection update. I encourage you to take a look at the connection. First, you'll of course have the update from me. We'll talk about that in just a couple moments. Then we have a little reminder about daylight savings, safety tips for families, all of the things that are going on in our district and have been for a week or so. And then finally, we finish off with our recognition. So let's get going. First, under my update, you'll see preparing for winter weather. And folks, the focus of this section is as we come into our colder months, it hit us like a smack in the face. Here's the cold. Make sure that we're ready just in case if the weather gets so bad that we have to close schools. It's important for everybody to know that we do have 4 emergency days in the calendar. But the question always comes up, what if we exceed those emergency days? There's some instructions here. We would attempt to move to virtual days only if we exceed those 4 emergency days. And then there's also the backup that if we can't have virtual days, then we would have to take days off of other breaks later on in the year. But I really encourage you to read that section so that everybody is aware before anything could happen. Very important to make sure we're all on the same page. Hopefully we don't use any. Let's keep our fingers crossed this winter. Our next piece is, of course, celebrating Native American Heritage Month, which is the month of November. There's a piece in there talking about the Seneca Nation in our area, also about Chief Red Jacket. So pick up that connection and really look at that piece. Great little educational piece on our Native American culture. And then there's a reminder in there, remember, no school this coming Tuesday or Friday for students. Tuesday is Election Day. Friday, we're celebrating Veterans Day and remembering all of our wonderful veterans, not only in our area, but throughout our wonderful country. And speaking about reminders, don't forget to fall back. And of course, fall back, we are ending daylight savings time, which means that the clocks roll back an hour this weekend from Saturday to Sunday. Let's make sure we're on that proper schedule come Monday. Then we have our safety tips for families. And folks, this really just talks about taking the opportunity to talk to kids about pedestrian safety. I know we've been focusing a lot on this lately, but there's so much, especially with it getting dark earlier now. Next week, it will absolutely be dark earlier. Really talking about crossing at intersections, wearing light colored clothing, walking against traffic, but riding bicycles with traffic if we're ever in the street. Some of these things are really important that we need to really focus on with kids. Read that section. I think you'll really enjoy it. Then we have our school and district highlights. Kenmore East to present the audition tonight and tomorrow night. Kenmore West production of The Radium Girls continues tonight and tomorrow. Big Picture students and staff collaborate on amazing Halloween-themed escape room experience. Edison Elementary hosts District Harvest Festival. Students and staff clean up Niagara River Greenway's Shoreline Trail. Big Picture program students lead guided tours of the Birchfield Penny Art Gallery. Students and staff participate in New York State Big Apple Crunch. 5th grade students at Hoover Middle School enjoy PTA Uno tournament. 7th grade student leaders are making a difference at Franklin Middle School. Kenmore East, take a look at Teaching Club, learns about education careers. After School Lego Club begins at Hoover Middle School. Big Picture students enjoy unforgettable camping experience at Allegheny. And can you believe it? All of that happening around our district just in the past week or so. Check out those great stories about our wonderful students and staff. Finally, we finish with our recognition, and next week we are celebrating our school psychologists, as next week is known as National School Psychology Week. It kicks off on Monday. Remember, our school psychologists frequently work one-on-one with students, providing direct support and interventions. They also work collaboratively with teachers, counselors, social workers, administrators, families, other professionals. The story is our psychologists are doing everything that they possibly can, always for kids, and we are very fortunate to have the team that we have. Next week, take a moment and just say thank you and just celebrate our psychologists being part of our Kenton family. And that brings us to the end of the connection for this week. Folks, it's absolutely, we could tell the year is flying by. Coming to the end of the quarter, as I mentioned last week, make sure that we're finishing strongly, but make sure we're starting our next quarter, our next piece of work very strongly as well. Make sure that we spend time with family. Enjoy that football game this weekend, Sunday Night Football, but don't stay up too late to make sure that you're ready for school Monday, because together that makes us Kenton strong. Together we are Kenton proud, and together we'll keep moving Kenton forward. Thank you and have a wonderful and safe weekend.